here is how to make a simple Pong game in Scratch. The first thing you want to do is go down here and paint a new sprite. We can call this Ball. Now go into the cat sprite and delete it. And click Confirm. Head back to the ball sprite and we can draw our ball. So if we click our circle here and select a color, I think I'll do blue. I could turn up the outline a bit, and if you hold Shift and click and drag, you can create a perfect circle. I can turn up the outline to about 20 and make it a darker color, like so. Now, if I copy and paste this and bring it to the center, if we remove the fill, send it to the back, get the normal one, and remove the outline, it should look something like this. And what this allows us to do is have a separate outline sprite, which we can use to add shading in here. Let me show you. Grab your paintbrush tool and select the blue color once again. Make the shade a little bit lighter, and we can turn this up to about 30. Now, if we draw something as simple as just a little shine on the side, I think that looks good. We can bring our outline back in, click Bring to Front Layer. It looks something like this, and we can fix up the edges by using the reshaping tool to pull in the sides. Then we can clean up the sides once again by using the reshaping tool. And once it's smooth like this, you have a nice looking ball. There we go. I think that looks really good. So this is our ball sprite, and we can move on to painting our paddle sprite. So paint a new sprite once again, and we can call this Paddle. Now, zoom in, and we can draw our paddle. I think I will do a red color. There we go, that looks good. And I'll turn up the outline and make it a darker red. But I think our barrier is going to be red, so I'll actually change this to a green color. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Now we can head into our code. Now when the green flag is clicked, you want to make it the forever loop, set X to mouse X. Now we can drag this to the bottom of the screen, and what this does is wherever you move your mouse, the paddle will move. But it's a little bit big, and so is the ball. So if we go over to looks, we can set the size to 30%, press the green flag, it looks like this. It's a little bit too small. I think 40 should be just about right. That looks good to me. But now we don't want it to be up here when you start the game. First, press the stop button, drag it to your designated position like so. And if we use our go to block, we can go to X, 0, Y, negative 150. Now when you hit the green flag, your paddle follows it perfectly, and that's already one sprite done. Now let's get into the code of the ball sprite. If you click on the ball sprite, when the green flag is clicked, set the size to your designated position to how you want it to look. 20 is about good for me. Now you also want it to go to 0, 0. So it looks like this, and a forever loop. If touching the edge, bounce. This is in the motion area. And we can have it move, let's say 15 steps. Now, if we hit the green flag, it should bounce perfectly back and forth and look like it's rotating. Good, that's exactly what we want. But now we want it to move around and actually bounce off the paddle. So, when the green flag is clicked, forever, if touching, go to our sensing category, change this to paddle. Then we can turn to the right, go to our operators, pick random, 160 to 200 degrees, I'd say. Now, it rotates every time it hits the wall. Now we can have it move 15 steps once again. And let's wait 0.5 seconds. Let's test it out. That looks pretty good. Now we want it to bounce absolutely everywhere. So I'll set this to about 20 and this to about 160. And when we hit the green flag, it bounces, but we don't want it staying at the top of the screen like that. So if we point in direction 45 degrees from this start, if we press the green flag, it should bounce and hit the paddle perfectly just like this. But let's say we mess up, it just stays and keeps going. But we want the game to end. So we can make a new sprite and we can call this Death. Now at the bottom, we can simply draw a small white square, remove the outline, and put it at the bottom of the screen like so. Now in the code, when the green flag is clicked, forever, set ghost effect 100. Now, we want to go to 0, 0 when the green flag is clicked. And it isn't even there. You cannot see it. Now, if we go back to our ball sprite, in our if then, we can add one more to the bottom of this. And if it is touching the death, then we can just stop all. Now, when we hit the green flag, if we mess up, it stops the game. But we don't get any score every time we hit it. So we can go into the ball sprite and create a brand new variable. Call this variable score. And right-click on it up here and set it to large readout. Now, inside of the forever loop, we can add a variable and change score by 1 every time we hit the paddle. And of course, we want the score to be set to 0 when the game starts. So, every time we hit it, it looks like the score goes up 1, which is exactly what we want. But our game looks a little bit bland because we don't have a background. I'm just going to simply draw a nice blue sky. Now, let's hit the green flag. You can't see the death barrier, and our score goes up every time we hit the ball. And that is how you make a simple Pong game in Scratch. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like. We're trying to grow this channel, and it really helps our community, so subscribe.